thanks everyone for joining. We have a cool agenda for today. I'll share my screen. Let's see here. Start the slideshow. All right. Nope, not December, it's January. Anyways, here's our agenda for today. We're going to go over the project and community stats, roadmap per usual. And then we have a product highlight where there's some big improvements to our getting started tutorial and other documentation improvements that are coming along very soon. And then for our community spotlight, we have Benji from Astronomer is going to be presenting the Airflow Great Expectations operator update and Q&As throughout. Yeah, so we'll get started. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah, so we're hiring. New positions are popping up all the time. So keep an eye out, jobs.superconductive.com, dev advocate position, analytics engineers, lead sales engineer, product manager, software engineer. I know there's even some front end popping up. There's a lot of stuff in there. Content person, you know, is also a content manager is also in there. If you know anyone in the space that would be interested. Cool. Yeah, so definitely check that website out. Okay. All right, so some update on the stats on the community and the project. We're getting close to a new milestone for 6,000 stars. At the same time, we almost have 6,000 Slack users. Yeah, and then our weekly actives are steadily going up. We've sort of just been flirting with that 1,000 mark of weekly actives, which is really, really cool to see. The community is growing and it's staying active. PyPI downloads, pretty similar to last time. Even last month, I think went down a little bit. And end of December, early January is always a little slow. I think everything's starting to pick back up. Just starting to notice this 87 is actually a pretty high number for us. That was yesterday. So I think things are picking back up. People are starting to do their jobs again. Updates on community contributions. So for open PRs, we're really getting a handle on it. You can see the green is how many that we've closed versus how many have been opened. So yeah, we have a lot more support now on developer relations, and it's great to see that we're making good progress there. I'm hoping to see this number for open PRs to jump soon. In the coming month, next month, we're going to have a hackathon based on creating custom expectations. There's going to be cash prizes for them. I think our pool total is $15,000 plus really cool swag. I actually just got these stickers in for the event. Let's see if this is I have the demo one right here. It is. Oh, no. Here we go. See if you can see them. It's got plastic on it, so it's a little bit reflective right now, but it's a pretty cool sticker. And then, I'll give you another sneak peek on the swag as well. We have socks. These just came in. These just came in. Oh, it's getting a little dark in my room. These just came in this week, so I'm really excited about getting that out to contributors to the project. So yeah, keep an eye out for the hackathon. I'll be announcing it soon. The categories for the custom expectations will be fair AI, entity recognition, and geo. So keep an eye out if you're confident in those areas. There's some pretty cool prizes to be won there. All right, keep going. Oops. Yeah, so we're starting to flatten out with issues, which is great also. So we're really getting a handle of things on the GitHub side, which is really great to see. kudos to some new contributors, and also our top Slack supporters. New name on there, John Hanlon, who's been answering some questions in there. Really appreciate everybody answered questions. Yeah, so thanks so much for being active in the Slack channel. All right, so I'm going to hand it off to Don, who is the engineering manager for the open source platform, to just talk about our product roadmap update. So I'll hand it to you, Don.
Great. Yeah. Thanks, Kyle. So where we're at, we released v14 earlier this month that had the v3 API as default. So you'd be able to drop the --v3 API flag from the CLI. And a lot of our new documentation and stuff is oriented very specifically around v3. We also released a migration guide to help those move their v2 configurations into v3 as part of that. So always looking for feedback there. We've received some feedback. We're continuing to make improvements on the migration guide. We're going to have a presentation later today on the improved docs and trying to realize this thing called a universal map. The idea being that there's like 4 steps to success with Great Expectations. You need to install it, connect it to data, describe your data using expectations, and then run validations against that data. And so we're taking that approach, those 4 steps, and trying to apply it in a lot of different contexts. One of them is you'll see very clearly in the tutorial, and the other is we released a guide on how to operationalize Great Expectations in production on Google Cloud, both using Google Cloud Stores as well as Google Cloud Composer. We're continuing to do work to make it easier for others to contribute to Great Expectations. And internally, we're talking about this taking on the flavor of an SDK so that you can quickly yourself provision what you need to be able to author new expectations, integrate new pipeline runners, add new data stores, those kinds of things. So we're actively thinking about that. Probably be looking to something come out later this year. I would say like towards end of the first half. And the the v3 docs I've already spoken to around expectations. Part of this is the gallery, which is launched and up, and we're continuing to iterate on that. So before there was like a static list of expectations. If you look at the gallery now, which is linked in the top bar of the website, you can see all of the expectations we have, what engines they support, and it makes it very clear, where we would be eager to accept contributions for expectations to be able to run against different data stores or databases.